First off, I want to say happy Easter to everybody. And now I have a question for you, my friends. Do you want these for your collection? Then let me show you how to farm them. Alright, so the first step to getting these accolades or these glyphs, we need to unlock the Parade of Rebellion's difficult or hard mode called the Guilty. This is basically a boss rush, but it's the same difficulty as like Yanis Captain Vor, the tank, and the 60 Eyes boss. Except I feel that this is a little bit easier than like the majority of them. I still think Yanis Vor is the hardest one, but yeah. The Guilty, we're gonna head on over to the Sanctum, and you're gonna want to equip Uriel. You are going to need Uriel to unlock the Guilty. So you're gonna head on over to the Lotus. You can follow the video on screen. Once you get to the Lotus, you have to use the bow emote, and that will unlock the Guilty for you. Alright, so to complete all of the glyphs, or to get all of the glyphs, you will have to complete the Guilty with Ash, Caliban, Ember, Nako, Oberon, and Wisp. Alright, so the build that we're going to be using is going to be the same across all 6 of the Warframes. So we're going to head on into the upgrade screen. So we are running Steel Charge, Naira's Anguish, Primed Continuity, Adaptation, Primed Flow, Naira's Hatred, Vigilante Vigor, Primed Redirection, Fast Deflection, Rolling Guard, Arcane Nullifier, and Arcane Aegis. So we're using the same build that I used for Yanis Captain Vor, except we switched some of the stuff around with the Naira's Anguish and Naira's Hatred, because we're going to be using a slam build for the Guilty. And we did use the helmet ability Zada's Whisper on all 6 of the characters. The reason why is it's going to help us deal additional damage to the Warframes and the Decalists, and it's going to be very, very helpful for the last phase just before the Archwing, where like we can just kill all of the sentients that are there, and we could also damage the boss, or the little like limbs on the boss. Alright, moving on to the weapons, we are using the Latron. So we are using Split Chamber, Malignant Force, Hammer Shot, High Voltage, Infected Clip, Piercing Caliber, Thermite Rounds, Rifle Aptitude, Vigilante Supplies, and Primary Dexterity. For anyone who watched my previous Accolade video on how to get the other accolades, this is the same build that we used for the Apex tank. Now moving on to the Epitaph. We are using the Barrel Diffusion, Pistol Pestilence, Lethal Torrent, Frostbite, Sure Shot, Scorch, Augur Seeker, Magnetic Might, Pistol Ammo Mutation, and Secondary Encumber. Obviously, priming them isn't going to really do too much in this mission, but it does help increase the damage a little bit. So I just found it pretty useful. We are using the Sancti Magistar for our slam weapon. Ignore the name here, I just have it built for radiation. We are using Shattering Storm, Dispatch Overdrive, Pressure Prime, Pressure Point, Sacrificial Steel. We're using this instead of Galvanized Steel because there isn't really enemies to build up Galvanized Steel within the Guilty, except for when you're fighting Caliban. But like, there's not really a lot of enemies you're going to be building it up. We have Voltaic Strike, Volcanic Edge, Organ Shatter, Galvanized Reflex, Seismic Wave, and my Magistar Ribbon. If you don't have this ribbon, you could just use Corrupted Charge. You can just use Corrupt Charge for the initial combo. And for the Arcane, we are using Melee Exposure, so that every time we use an ability, we are going to get an extra damage with Corrosive, 60%. Okay. And for our focus, we are using Zeneric. This is really important because within the Guilty, you can absolutely abuse your Tauron Strike. So all I'm running on my Lorac is Impazu Skull Estivel Ikka, Hayen Debor, Omni Evi, and Vikla Safor, and Zid An Uskos. Oh wait, that's right. Let's go back here. On our operator, I do have Magus Aggress and Magus Melt. This should be the same, I believe, on my operator. Okay. Now, let's move on to the companion. So for Worm Prime, I am running my Accolade setup for that I had in the previous video. So again, Worm Prime is the GOAT. If you do die, Worm Prime will revive you. We have Shield Charger, Sacrifice, Reinforced Bond, Manifold Bond, Vacuum, Guardian, Negate, Calculated Redirection, Restorative Bond, and Prime Regen. Negate's gonna be awesome. Sacrifice is gonna be awesome. For Verglass, you can just run whatever weapon. I just have Verglass Prime on. Okay, now for the Archwing. For the Archwing, we are using the Amnesia. Awesome Archwing because of this one ability here, Watchful Swarm. Think of this as like Mesmer Skin for your Archwing, except multiple different damage types can affect it. Because like Mesmer Skin only stops lethal damage. Well, this will also stop like statuses and such. So on the Amnesia, we're running Enhanced Durability, Hyperion Thrusters, Argon Plating, Auxiliary Power, Superior Defense, Energy Eversion, Kinetic Diversion, and Primed Morphic Transformer. For our Mousalon, we're just running Radiation. We have Primed Dual Rounds, Primed Rubidoline Barrel, Charged Bullets, Electrified Barrel, Parallax Scope, Combustion Rounds, Containment Breach, Automatic Trigger, Primary Crux, and Secondary Innervate. And that is going to be it for the builds, pretty much. So I will wish you guys the best of luck. Good luck on your runs. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see how my guilty runs went, you can click the playlist on the right. Or if you want to see some of my other Warframe content, you can click the playlist on the left. Thank you so much, and peace.